Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut Podcast. I am Mark Soares. With me, as always, is
Rob Morphy.
Robert and Chris is
From beyond.
from beyond.
Yes.
He's from the crypt. Chris
Once
is
was dead.
Still dead.
Now is here.
Chris
Now
has
is deader.
Chris has returned to us.
Yeah.
So this is a follow-up for a story that we were talking about on Patreon, on our Patreon at patreon.com/Cryptonaut Podcast a while ago. The New Jersey drone flap. This is coming to us from the New York Post. This is kind of a follow-up, or is this just more disinformation the government's feeding us? We'll be the judge. New Jersey drone and quote-unquote UFO scare solved. Private contractor unveils strange aircraft and takes credit for sky mystery.
Okay. That's interesting.
Why now?
Well,
Is
yes.
that addressed?
Exactly. Why now?
Why now?
Who?
And
Why now? Who were they contracted to?
if we remember when this happened, I believe it's going to talk about it in the article, but when this whole New Jersey drone thing was kicking off, everybody was fucking losing their mind.
Yeah.
And
Like governors, mayors.
they're like, oh, we don't know what's going on. We're not sure. And the incursion of these drones was so drastic that even the police are like, oh, we don't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
So, but apparently we'll see what the new story is, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see, you can't trust anything ever.
Dude, this is
Is it bunk? Is it debunked?
Dude, this is a continual parade of disinformation.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Prolapsabunk.
Whoa. Oh, the worst kind.
A private company at a high-powered Army conference demonstrated a unique aircraft at the event and allegedly took responsibility for setting off last year's drone and UFO pandemonium in New Jersey, a source told the Post. At the Army's, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
UAS and Launched Effects Summit at Fort Rucker in August, a private contractor conducted a live demonstration of a manned aerial craft that wowed the crowd with its unconventional appearance and unorthodox flight movements, an attendee told the Post.
The key here is manned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting.
You remember that big UFO scare in New Jersey last year? Well, that was us, an employee of the unnamed contractor claimed to a small group after the demonstration, according to the source who was invited to the summit.
Now, the link is going to be in the description of this episode here, so you can look at the pictures and whatnot, because they have actual pictures of these things, which kind of matches the description as far as their size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent size.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's super weird.
It doesn't, well, I mean, it doesn't, you don't look at it and go, oh, humans could never have created that shape.
Right, 100%.
At all.
Yeah, it's just more like why
Yeah.
Right.
at this point when I look at it. I'm like, what? Why?
And, it's funny. They're coming out with it so far from the New Jersey incidents. It's almost like, oh, you probably don't even remember. You didn't see it that well.
And we've talked about this. You and I, you know what we don't forget, and Chris too? Well, not so much this one with Chris. We don't forget the balloons.
We'd never forget the balloons.
Yeah, and the drones, I'm not forgetting the drones. I'm not letting this go.
No, absolutely
not. Oh, the FAA okayed it. Oh, did they really? Because at the time you said the FAA didn't okay it.
Right.
Double speak.
100%.
Yeah, I get if it's a private contractor, new tech, they're not going to come out.
And this could be just some shit
Because
he
if
was
they
talking,
did, and somebody
like,
would steal the tech and
But you
tech
would
wars.
But
do I
I know
tech?
armor wars.
I like tech wars. I want to see like battling. I want to see this one, then like a sleeker version, and then a
Right.
fucking stealth version, and then one that just drops pizza on you.
fuck yeah.
Gold sometimes.
Okay, golden pizza.
There it is.
The trademarks.
It's back.
The company was in the air over the Garden State in November 2024 to test their capabilities, the contractor's employee claimed to the source, adding that they were not required to disclose their activity to the public because of a private government contract.
That seems dubious at best, friend.
Yeah, I mean, it might be true, but yeah.
Dude, I mean, what do you know? What's going on in Lockheed Martin right now?
I know.
Does anybody know?
No.
That's a
No.
good point.
Why?
Yeah, it's a good point.
In a video provided to the Post, the roughly 20-foot across four-winged flyer zooms through the skies just above the tree line, drawing the attention of dozens of soldiers on the ground. I thought it was the military testing something out there on the other side of the base, the source, a military veteran and drone expert, said of their first impression of the flying object on August 12th at Fort Rucker. It feels like a UFO because it defies what you're expecting to see, they said, adding that there was an uncanny valley feeling when watching it quietly motor through the sky. When it turned, you almost completely lose sight of it, the source said, of the roughly 30-minute demonstration of in the controlled airspace of Fort Rucker, which is why I think people were seeing this up in the sky and why there were reports of people seeing it and saying it disappeared. All conference attendees were approved by brass at Fort Rucker, which enacted strict rules for participation, including the exclusion of any drone or craft containing any Chinese-made parts, the source revealed.
Because they don't want any of that back-engineered stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
It would definitely have to be cleared, they said, adding somebody was 100% in charge of coordinating that.
So this brings it back to like where the government was talking about that they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But clearly, if someone did, you'd think there would be some sort of command where you're like, we can't freak New Jersey out.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to be testing it over here, we've got to kind of fucking
Like,
tell them.
you have a
it's not one
budget project.
It's a fucking armada of them
Exactly.
coming over. And those videos that they showed were crazy.
Yeah.
Where you see them, you're like, okay, yeah, no, that's legit a problem.
Wait, was it multiple of them?
Yeah, there was tons of
I
them.
don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, they would come in like from the ocean.
Right.
And then they would just be flying around doing what, and then, I mean, obviously.
It was like during the fucking day too, right?
No, it was all at night.
It was all at night?
It was all at night, yeah.
that
Because
makes sense.
they said
They're
that they
like-
would come in from the ocean, and then they're like, oh, there's an Iranian boat out there that's launching drones coming in, and that clearly was just misinformation.
Sure.
Who knows? But it just seems like even if you are a government contractor, I don't know, it's like a super ballsy move to be like, let's send the drones in over the New Jersey shore and just to see what the capabilities are.
Right.
Like you're going to freak everybody out.
No, it is. There must be the reason that they were there. And so, you know, what I mean? Like,
right.
No,
I'm sure
they
there's
wanted to trigger an excited response, maybe to get, even just to gauge how the American public would react.
It just seems like
during
bad.
an invasion.
It seems like bad math.
It's bad math.
I mean, the chances of these getting shot down are high,
Yeah.
very high. I mean, they didn't that we know of.
It's surprising.
One
though.
allegedly crashed, but part of the problem with this entire thing that happened is like you had drone enthusiasts sending up their own drones to go after the incursion drones. So you had
Right.
drones on drones on drones on drones. And then, I remember they had helicopters trying to chase them, like all kinds of stuff. It just seems like really weird.
Well, you're fucking with not only the resources of the state, but the lives of other military and or police personnel.
Yeah.
Like that alone.
Extremely irresponsible.
Yeah.
I'm not one to call irresponsibility. Look at me.
That should warrant at least high penalties and
Saying.
fees,
You'd think.
if
All
not
right.
jail time for the people involved.
Yep.
Fort Rucker, which is the headquarters of the Army's aviation branch, I didn't know that,
No, I mean,
could not be reached for comment. The rash of supposed drone sightings in New Jersey began on November 13th, 2024, over Army Base Picatinny Arsenal, the Army Base Picatinny Arsenal in Morris County, and continued across the state throughout early December. President Trump's Federal Aviation Administration announced in January that many of the reports of mystery drones were hobbyists, recreational pilots, and private individuals. The Army declined comment, citing the shutdown of the federal government, of course.
oh,
which
fuck's sake.
is very like, which actually I guess in the way that
Come on,
the contractor came out with it, and they're like, well, the federal government's close, so they can't fucking call any bullshit on us. So
Oh, God.
obviously this whole drone thing, like, I guess what kind of gets me about it is that you'd think, first of all, it's extremely irresponsible to just be testing these things over a civilian population and not letting anybody know.
Yes.
But at the time, the government appeared as if they didn't know anything about it.
And that's the problem. It's not like there's a cohesive knowledge base. There's
Yeah.
these pocket programs here and there
Yep.
that are run by their own financing, their own sometimes black budget, so you
Yeah.
can't even track it.
Mhm.
And they're answering to the NSA or whatever other fucking acronym they happen to be answering to. And then the contractor has all the anonymity that is now provided to private corporations. And so therefore, maybe the people in the government didn't know, and certainly the people in the state government didn't know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm there's reasons they don't tell everybody because
So
But there's also reasons why they don't usually test overpopulated areas.
100%. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
dangerous. Also, too, I mean, obviously got to take this with some grain of salt because it was like a source telling the New York Post, like,
Right.
oh, this is what I experienced at this. They must have like some military-only air show where they're like, bring everybody down, boys. We got some new shit to show you, like new ways to kill people from fucking 10,000 feet.
Sure. And how many movies have started with that? Didn't like Stripes start with something like that, like a testing of a new weapon?
Oh, I don't know, was it?
I know Real
we
Genius played with that too, like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
privately created like space weapons in that case.
Right.
I'm going to read a couple of the comments here because I think this is interesting.
Okay.
Lancelot writes, pandemonium in Picatinny. It was obvious when the FAA had the airspace closed for this testing period, to which I don't know if he means like it was closed and they were flying over or what.
Okay.
But Logan's Ghost adds, the New Jersey drone I witnessed at dusk, still technically daytime, was from 500 feet away and looked nothing like that. The one I saw, black triangle, one red light, not blinking on each corner, no propellers, no exhaust, no sounds, flat on the bottom, resembled a B-2 bomber. Not even close.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's the other thing. There was an array of drones. Could this be someone talking shit? Also, the person that is revealing this,
Right.
an anonymous source who refuses to cite the name of the fucking aerospace company that was behind this, allegedly.
Claiming that because of their contract that they're
Sounds
like immune
an
to
awful lot like a fucking intelligence plant to just, oh no, this is what it was.
Yeah.
We got this like declassified drone footage. Let's say that's what was in New Jersey. It's been a few months later. Most of the world has already forgotten about it long ago.
Yeah, the news cycle just gets it out of there.
And now it's just like when somebody says the surgeon's
Yeah.
photo is fake, or when somebody says fucking Patterson Gimlin footage
Right.
is fucking fake, then the rest of the news world gloms on and said, oh, well, in this case, in like 20 whatever, when fucking, it was announced that this was all the product of this aerospace company, and then they have something to just hang their hat on to dismiss it out of hand from now until doomsday.
Yeah, I mean, and really, whatever it was, if it,
And I'm not saying it wasn't a government op.
No, it 100% could be, but it seemed like it was done not necessarily to test shit, but to see what the public's reaction would be to this type of shit.
Yeah, which
You know?
totally plays into the old Greer and others false flag operation where he insists that there's going to be an alien invasion, but our sweet, sweet alien brothers would never do this and sisters.
Right.
So it's going to actually be the United States government, a dark budget branch that's not
Yep.
even associated with any of the particular armed forces that will be waging war against humanity for the purpose of bringing them together for some one world order
Yeah, it's like
craziness.
some weird Watchmen type shit,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
And then obviously, the false flag thing. And then, it just seems like it's disinformation upon disinformation, really.
Right.
Like, and now granted, this is coming from a source. So this isn't necessarily like the government saying this is what we're doing. But I've not forgot those balloons, man.
No,
I don't give
never.
a shit. That one over the Yukon was sus.
And
That shit was sus.
I mean, I'm not.
Balloons.
We've talked before how conspiracies have stopped being fun of recent years because they're dangerous and crazy shit happens. But I'll never fully trust any of the networks.
No, you
they-
can't.
there's
No.
documented proof they've been in the, they've been in the back pocket of the CIA and other intelligence.
Yeah, and
groups.
if Lockheed Martin, like if whatever subsidy owns you as a part of the military-industrial complex, I immediately have no faith. I'm like, no,
Absolutely.
they're not going to tell me the straight poop.
On top of that, the people in charge are often recruited and paid, enormous sums of money to quelch one story while expanding upon another.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, the
And
media's
sometimes
totally
they do it
compromised.
when they think they're being patriotic. They're doing a service for their country, as if they're like a newspaper editor in the 1940s and don't want those damn Nazis to get a hold of this
Yep.
choice information. It's like it's the 21st century, bro. You're fucking up.
Yeah.
Hard. So, I mean, how can you have real faith in any of the news agencies?
You can't. I mean, if nothing, these last 10 to 15 fucking from 9/11 on. Let's say that like things have you're like, well, we can't trust anybody because you all have fucking agendas that you're pushing on us. And right when we're in the middle of goddamn disclosure, not in the middle of, I guess. I guess
Yeah.
we're on the
Dude.
precipice of disclosure. I don't know.
No.
It's a long drip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like to think
Right where we're at a place where in the distance we see cliffs that might be the edge of some portion of disclosure, but we're not sure
Dude,
yet.
the Fellowship of the Ring just left, and they're going to be continuously be in that
Congress
state.
is holding active hearings still, so that's for whatever that governmental fucking bullshit is worth, which is
Right.
obviously not really
I mean,
much.
I mean, to me, it's so super telling that they weren't even allowed to get Grush into a skiff
Yeah,
and,
dude.
and talk about what's going on. Like, not that they could have ever moved in a timely fashion, because fuck knows the government can never move in a timely fashion.
No.
But when he still knew the numbers and the places and the addresses, I should say, where they were allegedly housing extraterrestrial craft and corpses.
Yeah, I mean, they
And-
actively sabotaged him.
And he could have gotten it out there,
Yeah.
and maybe something could have happened. They weren't even. It's so overhandedly disgusting. They wouldn't even give them the simple permission to speak to him in a private setting where he could, without jeopardizing his career and his pension and his clearances, simply tell them what he knows and what our elected leaders ought to be able to know.
No,
Yeah.
they actually went after him for his medical record because he had like some instances of PTSD, which is completely understandable.
Absolutely.
And they fucking used it against him, and then they just tried to ruin him with it. And I think they kind of did. I mean, he's still out there talking, but like that's literally the government 100% went after him.
Sure.
So it's like,
And whatever happened to the
Yeah.
charges with the
Yeah.
I forget what the guy's called, the position, the one where you bring charges against the government, and they said they were credible, and they're looking into them.
Oh,
AG or something. I don't remember. It's not
Yeah.
the attorney general.
no, but I know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking
though.
about.
Yeah, with the,
Like whatever came of that case.
Exactly.
Nothing.
All the shit falls apart, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, BT Dubs in New Jersey. It was just some company that no one knew about fucking flying drones over irresponsibly
That's why
over
this,
New Jersey."
as you say,
Yeah.
slow drip disclosure has just been infuriating. On one
Yeah.
hand, it's great to see in the last 8 years, like the needle has seemingly moved, and science. This is the most exciting part to me, is Avi Loeb and Gary Nolan and other scientists of legitimate stature taking the phenomenon seriously, and the Soul Foundation and the rest of that. That to me is far and away the best thing that has happened. But for the most part, really, what has functionally fucking changed?
No. It's like the needle may have moved to saying this, but like this has been fucking extended
Mm-hmm.
to this. So that little bit of movement, I
Right.
think, is you're just being
Negated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even the last
because the journey is longer now.
Yeah, even like the last congressional hearing they had that the UAP, UFO, whatever you want to call it, getting hit with the Hellfire missile.
Right.
And I mean, it kind of moved the needle a little bit where they're like, "Oh, that's fucking weird." But it's like, that's something kind of big.
Well, that was a big deal.
Like whatever that is,
and
that
it
should
did
be
not get taken out.
No, I mean from the Tic Tac on, all the different shit that we've seen. Now, granted, you've got fucking Arrow, whatever the hell they're worth now, out there doing it.
Since
It's-
Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, exactly. You had, I forgot the woman, was it Rep Luna? Was that who that was? Who was like, I want to indict, or I want to serve him with subpoenas or whatever.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah,
She's
was
one of the people
she
in
was,
charge.
Yeah,
so
she was like, yeah, no, for sure, we're gonna like subpoena this motherfucker and get him in. Everyone's like,
oh, he was a
"Ah!"
lying shitheel. And then, of course, when Nova did the UFO documentary, that the gold bar standard of fucking science TV,
Yep.
all it was Kirkpatrick doing little tiny experiments on a desktop showing how it wasn't really what you thought it was. Like the gimbal wasn't really moving like that.
Yeah.
All this kind of shit. It's like,
See,
you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Not that I expect that much of Nova, but
I mean,
Jesus
but with
Christ.
him, you clearly know he's a disinformation agent.
100%.
It's 100% what he's hired to do. Like he's fooling no one.
And he's not trying to.
I mean,
That's what makes it even more egregious.
yeah. I mean, catastrophic disclosure
I
might have to happen. I don't want to be the one to say it, but it might have to happen.
I'm so sick of Ross Coulthart and all these other journalists, not singling him out. I like this book. Other people are like, oh, I keep hearing it's going to happen within a few months. It's going to the needles. I'm sure they're whistleblowers. The people they have on the inside are telling them these things.
Right.
But at this point, I'm ready for catastrophic disclosure.
Honestly, man, if the only way that we're going to get it is just to be like, guess what, fucking suck it.
Right.
And then, all right, let's deal with that.
If Babar and
Suck
his
it.
strike force are going to down a
Oh,
UFO somewhere in fucking Long Island and show it to everybody, I'm down.
When I gotta make that call to you and Chris at like 7 in the morning, where I'm like, "Fuck, guys, better strap in. You're not gonna guess what happened. We're fucking here, bitch."
Even then, when it happens, part of me is going to be thinking it's a setup.
No, I know.
Like
I
at
know.
this point,
of course, yes.
Yeah.
there's
Yes.
just nothing. I mean, I'm almost so pissed at the whole thing. I want to wash my hands of it and be like, you know what? We're just doing monsters now.
Wow.
I love my aliens.
Wow. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. I don't blame the aliens,
All right. Wow.
especially the cool ones from the 70s and
Yeah.
before.
Well, that's we're not. I,
I mean, just
this
tonight
stuff is
we
just,
did a
you know,
great alien show,
we
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
really good alien pod. Yeah. Totally.
but it's very infuriating.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
for sure.
UFO disclosure.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
butt.
maybe one day. One day.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not.
Hope springs eternal.
I mean, we've gotten more than we have, but
like I said, though, it's not.
I know, man. This is what they're doing to us, man. This is what they're doing to
The
us.
knob now goes to 15.
Yeah.
Is the problem?
Yeah.
It used to be 10,
Now
and now it's
they just
15.
keep moving
So
the
your two
god-
notches means
Yeah.
fucking nothing.
Yep,
You're right.
they just keep
We went from
moving
3 to 5, but they added 5 extra.
moving the goddamn goalposts.
That's the fucking metaphor.
Thank you for joining us, Cryptonaut Podcast. We are available weekly on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and right here on YouTube. We have a new hotline that you can call us and leave us your spooky tales, or you can just call us and say hi.
If you happen to be an insider, a whistleblower, and you want to share some shit,
should I just
and
say-
you're picking the wrong people, but I would love to hear what you have to say.
We did have someone get a hold of us.
Really?
I'll tell you about it off air. Yeah, it's a whole
Oh.
thing. Regardless, you can call us at 31. That wasn't loaded at all. You can give us a shout
the
at
fuck?
315-370-6853. Leave us your spooky story. Or if you are an insider, call us there and leave all your information. It's 100% anonymous. We have no way of tracking you via your IP or anything like that. Or do we? No, we actually don't.
No, we don't.
So, yeah.
And of course, by spooky
I
story,
don't think we do.
we're not asking for creepypasta. Your real life fucking incidents, at least to the best of your memory.
Yeah. Let's,
If you want to use
tell
a
us.
sweet voice changer too, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Falcon. I have some information.
This
It's always Falcon.
Hello, this is Fart Balls. Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Fart Balls. Yeah, think about
Love it.
So you should down below you can subscribe to the channel. You can upload the video, leave your comments in the section below. There is a merch shelf down there. You can get some merch. Stuff's always on sale, so check that out. Follow us on the social medias. Check out all of our short form videos, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.